Hi, this is Michael J. Martin, and you're listening to the Gary Russen Program on GJRB Online.
All right, welcome back to the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Freestyle Friday edition. Open wide, no log, no program log, no tightness whatsoever, just letting it loose here in the studios here in Clinton. And we're back here to see what you think about some of the things we're talking about this afternoon. Has a mom gone too far by canceling Christmas? See what you think about that one. Also, the mom who drove her kids into the ocean is getting off her charges, pleading insanity. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to get into that. What do you think of that one? And I'll post some of these questions throughout the afternoon here on the Gary Russen Program, here on GJRB. I'm glad to be with me today. And getting a chance to chat with you about different things that are going on. Bet you got a lot of things happening in your life. Get ready for the Christmas holidays. Going Christmas shopping? Anybody? You know, I kind of one of those people, being in radio, got a lot of things going on, busy with production, getting things together for shows, and sometimes I have to remind myself to get out there and do that. So that's something I got to squeeze in there next week. Also coming up, I've got a lot of interesting things to roll here, and we'll talk about it. And along with this, other things that are going on. And scrolling through Facebook right now, as I do from time to time, to kind of get some stories here. Story here in Iowa just broke loose. Interesting story. A big charge to school start dates effective immediately. This comes out of KCCI News, and I think that's Des Moines. Another story out of that comes further down here, where a Iowa eating establishment, I think it was a barbecue rib place called Jethro's. Apparently, Max Baer, who played Jethro on the Beverly Hillbillies, is suing CBS for letting this restaurant take his name and likeness. I was reading that just before I came on today, and I thought it was an interesting story. What's happening there is that he is going to sue CBS for letting this happen. And my favorite singer, Francis Albert Sinatra. I'm going to pick a bumper piece for our next break. Born this day, December 12th, 1915, in Hoboken, New Jersey. He celebrates 99 years if he was alive today. He died May 14th, 1998. Frank Sinatra, one of my all-time favorite crooners. Fabulous. I always liked Frankie. All his music. And he celebrates his 99th birthday today. Happy birthday, Frankie. We'll have some Frank Sinatra bumpers later. Check that out. And here's something interesting from End Time Headlines. Kirk Cameron, former evangelical pastor, takes TBN to make a case for Santa Claus. Now, why would he do that? According to a story, this comes out of TBN. It said Kirk Cameron recently was invited former evangelical pastor to TBN to take a case for Santa Claus as Cameron promotes his new film, Saving Christmas. And he seeks to convince Christians who chose not to celebrate the holiday. Cameron shared a segment of an interview on his Facebook page Tuesday. And he spoke with historian William Federer, former evangelical minister, political candidate, sporting the Liberty University logo. He embroidered his shirt, and Cameron invited him to outline the history of St. Nicholas and other items found in his book. And a book he calls There Really Is a Santa Claus. The history of St. Nicholas and Christmas. Interesting. So Federer, they kind of talk on about that. We'll get into more. You see, he has a case for Santa Claus, so that's interesting. We'll get in on that one later. And the world's first liquid plastic welder. That's interesting. Further down, let's see where we go here. Some good pictures here. I got a thing on my Facebook page, of course. It's called Quad Cities on there. It's got a lot of really fabulous radio stuff in here. I love to look at this stuff, being in radio. It's just got some good stuff in here. So, yeah, I like that. Look at that stuff. All right, further down the line, here we go. Brandon R. This is a local, for you local listeners. Brandon R. Hicks received a 15-year suspended sentence. A suspended prison sentence for 2 burglary charges. This is according to the Clinton Herald. And let's see, further up the page. Fox News. Former President George H.W. Bush, who's the director of Central Intelligence from 1976 to 77, has released a statement defending the CIA. He says he's felt compelled to reiterate my confidence in the CIA today and to thank those throughout its ranks for their ongoing fertility and important work to keep America safe and secure. So that's according to a Fox News report. We'll have that coming up later. And Jack Cassidy died 38 years ago today at the age of 49. Cassidy received his greatest success as a musician, performer, appearing in Alive and Kicking and Wishing You Were Here, Shangri-La, Maggie Flynn, Fade In, Fade Out, Fade Out, Fade In, It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Superman, He Loves Me, which he won the Tony Award. You also received the Emmy Award nominations for his television performance. So I guess if he was alive today, I don't know how old he would be. He died 38 years ago today. And that's some of the stuff we're covering for you, and more to come. Gary Russen Program, GJRB Online. Happy you could be with me today on our Friday Freestyle Edition. This is where we have a lot of fun, just letting it loose and letting it happen here on GJRB. And always happy to be here, bringing you all this fun stuff. So, got more things to go on here, and gonna take a program break here, and a brief message or two, and top of the hour 3 news Central Time. And be back with more of the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online. Happy to be with me today. Have a good time doing these afternoon programs and bringing them to you here on GJRB. And we'll be back with more. Got a lot of stuff coming up in this next hour. And your comments are welcome. Want to hear you. If you're listening live, please acknowledge. Say hi or something. Yeah, I always feel like I'm doing this show alone sometimes, you know. So every once in a while I like to see if there's anybody out there listening to the program live. Stop in and say howdy, would you please? 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock in the East, 1 in the West. I'm Gary J. Russen.
From America's Heartland, this is GJRB, Clinton, Iowa. GJRB News, I'm Gary Russen, and the shows I've been covering for you and I'll be talking about on the Gary Russen Program.
And in the news this afternoon, the State Department's going to warn spokesman Jen Psaki about Israel's pressure to continue after Obama's gone, if he leaves. You know, it's hard to say if he's going to leave or not. And let's see, another news. 10,000 residents without power. And all this coming up. And of course, for you people listening out in California, if you are listening at all on portable devices, some of your area, believe it or not, have been canceled due to nasty weather. Now, you've had some really bad weather in California right now. And boy, oh boy, it doesn't end. High winds, damaging winds, and it's headed down further into LA. And for you people in the Northeast, you're going to get some interesting weather. The weather here, for the Midwest listeners here in Clinton, Iowa, pretty pleasant weekend coming up with temperatures in the 50s by Monday.
Watch the Weather Channel. Check your local people lineup for the number in your area. The weather on the week, 24/7 on the Weather Channel. Now, the Gary Russen Program.
Good afternoon, everyone. Gary J. Russen with you with the news at 3 Central Time. U.S. State Department's warning Israel the pressure will continue after Obama's gone. State spokesman Jen Psaki warns an Israeli defense minister that the United States could continue to that the United States will continue to oppose Israeli settlement activity even after President Barack Obama leaves office in 2 years. Even if he were to leave office in 2 years. A lot of people have doubts about that. Seriously, a lot of people have doubts about that. And let's see, another news, a college, University of Maine is banning Christmas. That's right. University is banning Christmas. Christian Hanukkah. How about that? According to this story, they are banning Christmas. Imagine that.